get Matt.
Oh, buddy. There's a lot going on inside this helmet right now. I am lightheaded. Oh shit. Hold on. Bro, let me get some water with ice. Hey folks, welcome to Hot Ones. This is the show where there's hot food and hotter questions. I'm Terminal Mex with my host, Terminal X.
What's up everybody? It's a pleasure to be here. Things are about to get a little spicy today.
You ready?
I am ready. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for making this all happen. This was your idea and of course I was delighted to do it. So I'm ready to cry with you while we eat these wings. The most mild is the classic chili maple edition here. 1600 Scoville heat units. Let's do this.
How did you get into e-boarding?
Great question. Around 2017, I saw a YouTuber named Casey Neistat riding on YouTube, riding some kind of electric fangled thing. At the time, I just kind of got my first big boy job, so I had a little bit of money from tax returns, and I spent my tax returns on my first e-board ever. How many years has it been now? 7, 8 years ago now. It was called the Onboard or something like that, and it was a piece of shit, but it was my $700 piece of shit. And I was in love, but I had no skateboarding or longboarding experience, so I just kind of like, you know, took a dive in and decided to try something new. And from that point on, I just kind of started messing around with videos. I had some video experience from prior to e-boarding, but nothing like this, obviously. It's been a wild ride, man. As much as I hated that board, that first board, I'm thankful Kickstarter ad from the YouTube algorithm caught me because it kind of started this journey that's led to like numerous friendships and adventures that have definitely like left a permanent impact on my life. And it's something as silly as that. You know, here we are all these years later. How are you feeling this first one, by the way?
So have you ever had Frank's Red Hot? It's less than that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a tomato base to me.
Yeah, pretty good actually. It's like a restaurant style hot sauce.
Yeah, is it Shaquanda's? Shaquanda's, it's the Baja Ranch. It's 6,200 Scoville.
Let's do this. Ooh, that's good. You've been e-skating now for a couple of years. What's something unusual or unexpected that you learned that you wouldn't have expected before your first time? So some kind of key takeaway.
Geez, always check your board, always check your gear, everything. It doesn't matter. Your pads, if you're wearing elbow pads, knee pads, because you can get into bad accidents. If you don't trust your gear or your board, things can happen. Check everything.
Okay, so kind of like double check everything, sort of like a pre-flight
Exactly,
checklist type of thing.
Like make sure you have everything with you before you travel. Even if you're traveling down the road or somewhere else, have your stuff with you. Have a small backpack or what is it? What's that bag that you have?
Like the altar bag?
The altar bag.
Yeah. It didn't seem too much spicier than the first one either. My eyebrows are glistening, however. Third wing here is called Denise? I don't know. These names are kind of fancy. Cadejo? I don't know what that is either. 15,000 Scoville units though. So we're doubling the last one here. Oh yeah.
Kind of soggy.
Good flavor. I think my bottom lip fell off though.
Hold on. It's not hot.
I can't see out my helmet though, it's a little foggy.
What's your favorite e-skate moment that you've had?
The purest e-skate experience moment I had was in the e-skate con of 2022 out in Las Vegas. Sorry, I can't see out my left eye anymore.
No, it's all right, keep going.
After the conference, a friend of ours kind of clued us in and said, hey, there's this really nice natural reserve park type of place. We got out there and it truly was like the most beautiful, magical combination of smooth trails with like enjoyable hills, little roller coaster style vibe, and then you're out in the desert with the mountains. And it was just so pure, euphoric. After all the journey to get to Skate Con, the tension of the races and the intensity of like all that stuff in that conference, right? You're already like exhausted. So just to like, I kind of use that as our final send-off of the whole event was just absolutely beautiful. And both myself and eboard Brandon and Morgan Brady, who won the Skate Con final race, we all kind of commented when we were done, like that ride was truly like almost on a spiritual level of just like, this is a permanent memory and feeling that we will be chasing for the rest of our lives because everything came together. I think I was even riding a flat tire. I just didn't give a fuck. It was just so majestic and enjoyable that, I don't know, it's like taking your your favorite hobby in the world and then putting it in one of the most beautiful places on the planet with some of your closest friends, with the perfect weather, after an amazing, like it's just, everything just kind of compounded on each other, and it was super enjoyable. And to this day, like, I can still feel that moment of just kind of gliding through the desert with my homies. So how are you doing, by the way?
You know what?
How's under the helmet right now?
Let me check in. My top lip right now is burning. My top lip is burning right now. It's hot in here.
Yeah, it is a little warm in here.
It's getting hot.
Are we hotboxing ourselves with Scoville units?
I told you that this was gonna happen beforehand, but we are the 4th wing in. This is the hot one. This is Los Calientes Verde. This one is 36,000 Scoville.
So double what we just did.
Double what we did. And they said it doesn't start getting hot until about 30,000. That's when you start to feel it, which is kind of weird because I'm already feeling it. All right. I was
gonna say my nose is sweating, so that's good. I think it's gonna be a slow burn though. Riding in a big city like Chicago is a unique e-skate experience compared to a smaller city like, say, Grand Rapids. What's a key takeaway that you would try to offer a newer rider for their first time riding in a big city like Chicago?
I'm gonna say that I can't answer that. I'm gonna answer it, but I can't because I'm not like a normal rider for someone that's new.
Okay.
Because I've never at all have gone slow. I've always been balls to the wall. It didn't matter anything else. And when I first got on the board, I maxed it out.
Right.
When I first got on your board, I tried to max it out. When I was in Chicago, oh shit. What I would say for a new rider riding in Chicago, have that fear. Like, don't go in and out of the cars, double check stuff. Usually when I rode there, they do group rides and I guess they do like a fast team, and then like medium and a slow team.
Right.
Go with the team that you're comfortable with. If you can't keep up and you're trying to, slow down.
Right.
Slow down, don't try to speed, don't try to do what you have to do. Just go the speed you want and relax and enjoy the ride. And also, don't tell people off.
Okay.
If you're riding.
Avoid altercation.
Avoid that, because I found out that bullets travel faster than e-boards.
So wing number 5 is Brooklyn Deli, the Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. Let's go, baby. 39,000 Scoville heat units. I think we can handle this. Cool.
I think this is the one that's gonna get hot.
No, this shit's bad.
What is the worst accident you've been in?
The worst accident I've been in, I actually don't remember all the exact details, but essentially I was riding a double kingpin truck board for the first time with no helmet. And the trucks were set very loose out of the box, and I wasn't aware of that. So I woke up the next day in the hospital, traumatic brain injury, broke my arm. I blew my right eardrum out, lost sense of taste and smell. This was obviously way before COVID. And a few other, scratches. I still have scars on my knuckles and stuff from that. Obviously the key there was like learning double kingpin trucks and obviously just wearing a helmet. Like the one time I didn't wear a helmet was the one time I got messed up. And like we always talk about with accidents, like most accidents tend to happen close to home because you're more comfortable, you're willing to take more risks, you're less, your guard is down because you're closer to home. And I truly did crash 300 yards from my apartment building, very close. Thankfully a neighbor saw and heard me. And wow, my saliva is acting funny now. Whew, all right, well, that one definitely had a little bite to it. How you feeling so far?
Hot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what it definitely feels like a hot day in Mexico inside my helmet right now.
This is called Mushroom Mayhem. Mushroom Mayhem is 68,000 Scoville. Jesus Christ.
About double what we just had.
Come on.
Yeah, it's my turn to ask the questions. Sorry, you saw my thick ass questions. I wrote a book for you. Yeah, I gotta eat the wing hand. Okay.
It's not hot yet. I'm worried.
So, e-skate lends itself to those interactions and altercations you already referenced, whether it's with a vehicle or a pedestrian. What's an accident or close call conflict that you can share with us that happened between you and another vehicle or pedestrian?
A close call with a pedestrian. I was riding in Chicago and I had the Unbound and we were in a group ride and there was a tunnel. And this is getting hot. This shit is getting hot. Oh, buddy. I would go through a tunnel. There was a lady on a bike. She was coming towards us. Oh, geez. She dodged the guy on the right. She dodged him, went to my left, swerved that way. Dodged that guy, went back to the right. I was on the right of him, right? I was like, holy cow, she went right into me. I slammed on the brakes on that board, and I got word, I felt them. I leaned back on this board, and all I know is that the wheels were like skipping, and I jumped off. I jumped off and ate shit.
Wow.
Lost my headphones, lost my phone. And like the board didn't even touch this lady. Maybe like an inch away from her. She got off. She was like, you dumbass, da-da-da. Watch where you're going. I'm like, you turned to the left, to the right, you went back into me. And she was like, da-da-da, just yelling at me. I'm like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Like, I didn't touch you, you didn't touch me.
Right.
I'm sorry.
She's mad for something that didn't actually happen because you hit the brakes real hard. You took the L, really?
I took the L. I messed up my phone. I lost an AirPod. She just kept coming at me. But me being like, kind of like, like, did I hit her? And I looked down, I didn't touch her. And at the end of the altercation, I was just like, is that it? Are you done?
You asked the lady if she was done yelling at you?
Yeah, no, like, nice. Very angry, like, is that it? Are you done?
Nice.
Very passive-aggressive,
but de-escalating at the same time.
You know, I have never gotten hit or got hit by a car.
Okay.
Never any car accidents. Everything was always.
Is hitting a word? Can somebody check that? No. You've never been hit by a car. See, these wings make you invent new words.
No, I've never. How was that last one? How's it treating you?
You know, my tears hurt. But other than that, I'm actually doing pretty good. It's a lot. There's a lot going on inside this helmet right now. I think we are truly hotboxing ourselves and making this worse on us. But I think we're upping it to another level.
My stomach is really hot. Like it burns right here now.
Interesting. I wish they made a medicine to help coat your stomach for spicy food. All right, we are on number 7 here, and I am struggling to read this because my tears are covering my eyes. It's called Angry Goat.
Angry Goat?
Yeah. Dreams of Calypso. I'm not going to tell you how many Scovilles are in this. All right, it's 101,000. So it's a little less than double what we just did.
This next one, I need you to rate these boards from best to worst and tell me why.
What am I ranking?
These boards, these companies.
Okay.
Meepo, Lacroix, Backfire.
You mean Lacroix?
Yeah, Lacroix.
Okay.
Backfire.
All right, a Meepo.
Hold on, I'm not done.
No, I'm not done ranking. I'm just making sure I remember.
There's Meepo.
Okay, Meepo.
Lacroix. Backfire. What was it? Evolution?
Evolve. Yeah.
Evolve, and then BioBoard. Rate these from best to worst, and then tell me why.
In terms of like overall company branding, customer
whatever
service?
whatever you have. Big. No, by product.
Oh, by product?
By product. From least to best.
Least to best.
And why?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Meepo. Not that I actually have any like huge hate towards Meepo, but I think Backfire just edges them out. And then number 2 with Backfire, their American customer support edges them out against Meepo.
What about the board though?
I think their boards hold their own enough to where the quality is worth it.
Okay. You drinking all our drinks?
What were the other board names?
LaCroix, BioBoard, and Evolve.
Evolve is number 3 next, so third worst / third best.
Third best? Why?
Because they handle themselves pretty well now. Their Haitian's a pretty decent product. Still not a fan of their remote, but they've got decent customer service, great brand awareness, and they're still around. A couple of the companies you mentioned aren't around anymore, / they're barely around. So I think that speaks to like success of their product. Number 2, I would say LaCroix, because normally they'd be number 1, honestly, in terms of like the quality of products and the way the Stormcore ESC that they produce changed the e-skate world. However, because they're out of business anymore, I gotta knock them from number 1 to number 2, from first best to second best. So, did you hear that? Did you hear that sniffle?
I did, I heard it.
Yeah, I'm crying.
You're good though, you're doing good.
And then first best would be BioBoards, truly because as far as I understand, they're still in business, and their board, compared to every other company you just mentioned, their board is objectively more powerful, faster, and has bigger battery life. Overall, I would say you can't really go wrong with any of those brands other than LaCroix, because if you buy LaCroix and something goes wrong, you're done. There's nobody gonna answer the phone. Ironically, Meepo now has better customer support than LaCroix, which like a year and a half ago, like I would have laughed at you if you told me that. How you doing so far?
You know what? I am lightheaded. My lips are on fire. What about yours?
I'm doing okay.
So this one is called The Bomb. This one is not Beyond Insanity. This is called Evolution. So, but this one is 135,600 Scoville.
You've actually been eating your whole wings this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, I've just been taking bites. Wow, I feel bad now.
Do you want to eat the whole thing?
Yeah, I'll eat the whole thing.
Okay, I'll take a bite of this one.
All right, ready?
Oh, this
tastes
is terrible.
Terrible taste. Worst one so far. You've ridden beginner boards and all the way up to custom high-end boards. What's the best practice for someone looking to buy their first e-bike?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Hold on.
This shit bad. You don't want that milk?
Oh, give me a sec. I'm sorry.
All right, it's all
Read
good.
it again.
I didn't even finish it.
No.
Okay, so you've ridden beginner boards and custom high-end boards before.
Custom high-end boards.
What's a best practice for someone who's looking to buy their first e-skate? Would you start out with a budget board, go all out, or something in between? And you can map out that buying journey if you had to do it all over again.
Okay, buying journey. I started off with a backfire. And then I've actually ridden your Unbound. Can I get some, bro, let me get some water with ice. The backfire is a great entry-level board. If you get the, Zilla S is a great entry-level board. But get a better board than what you think you're gonna buy. Because you'll outgrow it fast, really fast. If you're gonna get a board, you're gonna start off in this board, you're gonna get into it, I think drop a grand.
Because a grand, you can either get like a decent mid-range board, or you can get a budget board with an extra battery. And kind of double your range if you think about it.
It's the range and it's also the speed. Right. With the guys that I ride with now, the speed is everything. No, the speed, or kilometers, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I feel like 30 miles per hour is a good starting miles per hour range. Good answer.
I answered that?
We're kind of having out-of-body experiences with short-term memory loss.
Oh, shit.
All right. We've really come a long way on this journey. Honestly, I'm proud of us. Like, we're really handling this pretty well. Usually people start complaining around here.
Did you finish that whole wing?
Yeah, I ate the whole thing.
Did you taste it?
It was awful.
Hold on, in the back. What did you think of the wing? That sauce?
0 out of 10? Yeah, I wouldn't eat it again if you offered it.
No.
Number 9, the Butterfly Bakery. 638,000 Scoville heat units. So that's approximately 5 times hotter than what we just ate. Hang on, sorry, I'm drooling snot. My bad, y'all. I gotta like get prepared for this one.
I'm gonna do a bite. My mouth is burning. For new journeys, everywhere from Grand Rapids to Chicago to Mexico,
Right.
to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Being on anything on 4 wheels, 2 wheels.
Okay.
What is the craziest thing you've seen?
Well, that one really comes back to bite. Was it like out of this world, like viral? Like, oh, you know what? I lied. I do have one in Mexico. The one where I was like, yo, this is the top ranking moment, especially in Mexico, was I saw a small sedan with a big mattress on top, right? Kind of weird, not like you'd see it here in the States, right? But here's where they topped it. When you strap down a mattress, wow. When you strap down a mattress, we're dying by the way, but you know, we're being brave. You normally use like ratchet straps, bungee cords, right? Like, you know, those types of things.
Yep.
All they were using to hold down this mattress was 4 single hands, including the driver. So, you know, sedan, there's 4 seats, right? So there's 4 people all holding it. And they weren't like, you know, meandering in a parking lot, like taking it from one apartment to the next. These people were on the road. And of course the mattress is like hitting the wind, right? And they're holding it with 4 individual hands like this, right? Terrible muscle strength if you think about it with that angle. And I immediately turned onto another road because I did not want a mattress in the face. Ooh. You hanging in there, huh?
My nose is leaking.
Yeah, I have a lot of things leaking right now, and it's not
you
just
do.
my nose.
All right, last one here is called The Last Dab.
Let's do it. We made it, man. We're here.
This is the Apollo, so The Last Dab.
I can't read that.
If you've seen the show, they say you always put the dab on it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that looks
It's more than a dab. I just want to make sure that
it's fair to dab it up. Oh, is that more than a dab?
That's all you, big guy.
Is that a lot of dabbing going on?
That's all you.
Okay, so it is called the Last Dab Apollo, and the Scoville heat unit is to be announced. Huh? Probably for insurance purposes.
No. Oh, yes.
It says TBA. It says to be announced.
But fuck it, we're here.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's tap nuggets here. All right.
Not even that bad.
The good news is I got most of it in my mouth. The bad news is I think I got about a third of that sauce on my lip.
Last question. World that you created, this Terminal X world.
Yeah.
Tell me the ups and downs of all this persona that you are, that you've done, and that what?
Bro, that whole question could be its own video. All right, I'll answer it. All right, it's hard to focus right now, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that was the first sauce that's actually like caught me off guard. Okay,
It tastes good though. It tastes better than the last 4.
Bro, the bottom of my lip. Remember I told you I put the whole sauce on my lip? All right, hang on. Let me focus. I can do this. Okay. It's hard sometimes being Terminal X because you have friends in the industry, and then you have business friends in the industry, and sometimes like business and personal can conflict. So that was always a common struggle. Another aspect of it is any community with any type of following and people coming together is gonna create drama and conflict. It's inevitable. And usually it's really petty shit. And so it's hard, as much as I love drama, to see your friends get pulled up in that and to sort of have to pick sides. How you doing, by the way?
I'm trying to stay quiet.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not doing great, man. All right, my lip really hurts. I messed up putting all that sauce on my lip. So I would say that's the second aspect of it. The third aspect of that, the answer to that question is, one of the ups would be the amazing friendships and opportunities I've had due to e-skate. I've been in people's weddings due to e-skate. Many of my best friends are due to e-skate. I've traveled all over the world due to e-skate. I've gotten to work with people all over the world due to e-skate. I've got to kind of like have a hobby to myself and kind of say this is what I do for fun, because as a kid I didn't really have a lot of hobbies. I was a bookworm and I wasn't amazing at sports.
Oh, we know.
It just I never really got around to much. So it was nice in my early 20s to kind of grab something that nobody had really heard of or seen before, at least in my circle group. Grab something that nobody really heard of or seen in my circle group and say, this is uniquely mine. In fact, I would say most of my friends are the true experts within the experts. But
oh God, my eyes. Oh God. I can't see anything out of this.
Me neither, but we're hanging in there. Good, man. We finished, bro. We're done.
It's still hot though.
We got this.
I'm sorry, go on.
So I would say like to have kind of something that I call uniquely mine. E-skate, my YouTube channel, the adventures that I have. It's nice as an adult to say like, this is something I'm passionate about. This is something I'm good at. This is something I know a lot about. And therefore it fills that part of who I am as a person. So I would say like all of those things put together is the best answer I can package up and deliver for you.
Well, we made it.
Thank you all.
This is the end. This is the end. All right, customary to the end. So you've done vlogs, you've done stories, skits, all this stuff. So tell the people what you have going on. What's next for Terminal X?
Well, now that I've returned to the United States, I'm relaunching the Terminal X vlogs here this week. I've already got multiple vlogs finished. I literally just need to upload and slap a thumbnail on it and you're gonna have it. And the usual ruckus and adventures that you're used to seeing, both in Grand Rapids and Chicago. I do have every intention of spending a lot more time in Chicago to make more content and have more opportunities to work with more amazing people.
Nice.
Witness the e-skate racing scene, spend more time with the Sur-Honors because they're very fascinating to me, and just overall kind of witness the new e-skate renaissance comeback, and just, begin to experience a new city and new neighborhoods that, are just completely foreign to me, and kind of recreate that sense of adventure that I had all those years ago here in Grand Rapids.
Well,
we did it, man. We did it, man. Why
is your hand so hot and sweaty?
Am I hot and sweaty? I didn't notice. Yeah, man, we did it. So thanks for watching, and wear a helmet, just maybe not when you're doing the Hot Ones challenge.